Okay, here we go. The banning phase begins, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baby. Let's see what happens. Drafting is going to be big. I feel like Wheelchair Gaming won drafting last game, and it was a big part of why they won the game. We're back on Pangea from Inland Seas. A little bit different meta on the choices, but going to be interesting to see people's strategies. Scythia first off the board. Somebody tell me if that makes sense, if I've got any typos or weird word combinations going on there. Scythia first off the board from team one is Joy, right? Yeah. Joy is team one. There you go. So Joy has taken Scythia off the board. They're a little bit afraid of the Arel Wars, and Ethiopia is off the board from Wheelchair Gaming. I do know that from inside knowledge that I have, speaking with the guys from Wheelchair Gaming, I know a number of them pretty well, including Tomb Raider, of course, that a big part of their strategy is to take some of the cheesy sim faith civs off the board. They don't like playing against, they don't like playing against that style. They enjoy being able to run strong military type games and like sim out and fight, and they don't want to have to fight people. They don't want to have somebody simming out in the background behind their neighbors killing it. So there goes China as well. They take those kinds of games off the board and then fit their own strategy in. Key to remember, of course, that the first pick for team goes to the other guys, so they need to make sure that Russia's off the board with their last pick, I would assume, leaving Canada if they wanted. But you have to choose, right? If you can only ban 3, those are the ones you ban. So it's possible that one of Russia or Canada comes off the board here, depending. Rome's gone. So strong military type early game, strong civs coming off the board from Joy, and then goes Russia. So Canada is available if they want it. And you don't know if you want to let it slip, because if you let it slip, the other guys might take them. So it should be pretty interesting. It's a Pangea map. Pangea map. Good evening, middle-aged metal feminist. How you doing? Shaka. So Shaka was not banned early. They chose to ban the Sim Civs on the Wheelchair Gaming side, and so a military Civ slipped through, and they didn't hesitate to take Shaka, which does mean Canada is available if Wheelchair Gaming is interested in that type of gameplay. I know that JJ loves the Kree. Kree is available. They may want to take him. Because if you don't take him now, they might get banned in the next section. Because I'm sure Joy knows just how much they like playing Kree. So we'll have to see. Genghis Khan. So there's a big counter to Shaka. Genghis Khan. We're going to get our sim on with Genghis. See what he can do. Be curious to see if they play Genghis. I feel like sometimes people go too hard all in with Genghis and Arel themselves. But if you can sim up with Genghis and get to tanks and have the best tanks in the game, that's good times. And be interesting to see what they do there. And then they're going to... You would think that you probably want to get a victory condition right here with this next pick. Countering the military side. You don't want to wait till your last 2 picks after everybody's been banned to pick your victory condition. So we'll have to see here what they choose for a victory condition in the next 20 seconds or so. Latero. Okay, so they're going hard military right now. They took simulation civs off the board, and they're jumping on the military type stuff. Although Latero can sim out too, interestingly enough, but he's a tough civ to play against, militarily speaking. So I guess my guess is Wheelchair Gaming's got a lot of options on the back burner for what they can use for a victory condition. And so they're just like, okay, well, they can't ban them all, so we'll pick one of them later. We'll take the guys. And there you go. There's Canada. I'm surprised they didn't take Canada, because now Canada's there, and if they get a spot, the best 3 counters to Canada are already voided by Wheelchair Gaming. So I don't know what you do now. And even Rome is another one of the big counters you can use. If you win, you get you get to face PP Patrol. If you lose and win the next tiebreaker, you get to face 7G. So I'm wondering if teams are also thinking who they want to face in the upper bracket. It's a good point, Shockman. Once you get to that upper bracket, who you're going to have to face off, right? Like, there's no easy wins or no easy competition in the upper bracket. So I think you probably just play it out the best you can, right? Speaker, good to see you. Does PP Patrol have enough players? Their star so soon just got boxed for 2 weeks. How does everybody keep getting boxed? I keep hearing stories about everyone getting boxed. Everyone keep getting banned, man. Speaker, it's good to have you here, buddy. Thank you for being here. Okay, so taking the Crusader off the map is Wheelchair Gaming. So that's interesting. That's going to be... it feels like... Ooh, and now Kree comes off the board. That's not a surprise. Not taking Kree there was an interesting... Going with Puche over Kree. And you can see, like I mentioned earlier, Joy taking the Kree off of the board for Wheelchair Gaming so that they can't pick them. And I do know that Wheelchair Gaming likes that gameplay. So we will have to see what the play is going to be beyond that. But certainly on the military side, I like the looks of what Wheelchair Gaming has. Assuming that they can make it all work is the big thing. There goes... So this is the first naval Civ that's come off the board. On a Pan-J, you're not usually too worried about it, but generally speaking, it's nice to have a naval Civ because it's big, big money. And having a big money Civ and being able to make sure you can control the seas is an important aspect. So each team will want to take a naval Civ in the next round. And Wheelchair Gaming does not want to have to play against Victoria. So they'll have in mind the Civ that they want to take for the naval side, and they don't want their opponent to have Victoria against them. And there goes Persia. So two teams that I know that they would have liked, both Kree and Persia off the board. So Wheelchair Gaming is going to have to go back to the drawing board, and they're going Gilgamesh. They're going straight up early war insanity. Wow. DeVries loves Gilgamesh. Hey, what's going on, Falcon? And there you go. So they took Victoria off the board so they could run Herald and not have to counter that, if you will. They flamed me. So it's TBD that the winner has to face. The winner of this faces TBD. That's not going to be an easy one. But with Sassy to be the blame soak, Falcon and Rage will turn on each other and the team will self-destruct. I like this. Wow, and Speaker got caught out on that one. You didn't even know Sassy got banned? So Dido, so it's going to be Dido versus Herald in the waters. That's an interesting battle right there. We're going to have to see. I'm very curious about the picks coming out of Wheelchair Gaming here. I'm curious about I'm really curious about their last pick's going to be. Joy's going to round out their squad. They've got Shaka, big Shaka. They got Dido on the water for money, and they got their victory condition here in Canada. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of spawn he gets. Oh, they didn't. Oh, okay. So that I was wondering what was going on. They were just teasing him. They were teasing him by taking Gilgamesh. They switched to Herald. I was wondering. I looked away for chat and I came back and I was lost at what I was looking at there. Sorry about that. So Gilgabro is going to go to DeVries. You can assure he'll be playing him. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Gilgamesh play, but he likes to play him. It's a comfort play for him, and he's going to do it. We'll see what happens. And in the last pick, this is going to be very interesting. I don't know. Any guesses in chat on what this pick's going to be? They love Kree and Cyrus a lot, and they were both banned on them. Rome is out. Well, they got Herald. Herald's a money civ. They're fine. They need a victory condition. They have 2 military guys and money here. Oh, Hojo. So they're going to double team him on the water, maybe. And Hojo can create victory conditions as well. Hojo's super strong. So that's actually, I don't mind that, actually. Double water. So Hojo can actually counter Dido pretty good. And Herald. That's going to be interesting to see where these guys all spawn on the waters. Really strong military for wheelchair gaming here. They have a lot of guys who can fight it out. And it'd be very curious. It'll be all about where Canada spawns for this game, I feel like. First time seeing Gilgamesh. Actually, in the first... So this is the third match between these guys, obviously. They each won one. In the first one, where Joy actually won, he played Gilgamesh, but Tomb Raider played Scythia, and Scythia wiped out Gilgamesh. Eventually, it took him a while. He kind of stumbled once, and then came back at him. And oh no, he didn't play. Sorry, he didn't play Scythia. He played. It wasn't Scythia. He played. It was the dude who gets the free generals, or Grand Columbia. He played Grand Columbia and took out Gilgamesh. There you go. But then he got some escape settlers out. So he didn't actually leave the game entirely. So, but it was a good, interesting game. Assassi banned in CPL. You can't play CWC qualifiers, right? Oh, okay. Rokaz, Nyreen, whatever you want to call them. You're not in team draft for Zoc? No, it was too late for me to join. I was just added. Yesterday morning he offered me, and it was their roster's already set, so I can't. He wasn't able to add me, I guess. Unfortunately, although I mean, part of me was like excited to maybe have the opportunity, but at the same time I was a little nervous about having to play at that level. But I feel like I could probably compete pretty much. Close, anyway. I don't know. I'm close. Practicing hard. Watching lots of VODs. Watching lots of gameplay. I'll get there eventually. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. It is
From the first stirrings of life
the big face-off.
beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars.
Thank you, Ochi. Join the roster. Zoc plays some Scrub Lords in the first round. I don't know who they play in the first round, but I'm on the Zoc roster. I'm just not on their CWC qualifier or whatever, CPL qualifier roster or whatever. They already said it. They had already said it before I was joined in. Just rushed civil engineering and you were in Zoc. That was good, Kiki. Oshi, thank you for the follow, bud. I'm going to have lots of fun. We're going to find out what's going on here. Oh, they play your team. Oh. Well, then that makes sense then why you made the joke. I wasn't sure if you were like teasing somebody else who was in chat or whatever, because I hadn't taken a good look at who plays who. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Is Moondoggy here? Because it's legitimately Australia. It's legitimately Australia. They're playing in Australia, everybody. We go up north to the tundra, and Canada is locked away behind a lot of mountains, but there's not a lot of... Well, there's tundra over here. But... And actually, where the hell is everybody? He actually could expand all across here because I don't see anybody except for De Vries here who could protect him. That is very interesting. This looks like a pretty solid map. Let's take a look at it. Wow. I mean, come on, guys. Oh my god. The silver, the copper for days. It's nothing but hills. Like, I mean, there's not a lot of tundra, but it's Godspawn. You could settle here. You could settle something mediocre out here. You could settle down here and still pick some stuff up. There's going to be tons of good campuses. You could settle this river and keep moving. You could get down into here with some stuff as well. What's this? This is Phoenicia, which is on their team as well. So Dido can protect the seas over here. You can settle the coast, and Dido can protect you. We have Tomb Raider in here, Mapuche. So Mapuche will be headed for Phoenicia. They're not going to like that. That's not a great setup for them. Looks like Zulu has stepped onto a 2-2 base. They're going to be happy about their horses in Zululand. That is for sure. So this will be a face-off here. So Dido will have some protection. So where the heck is everybody else? Everybody else is in free sim mode, I guess, because Mongolia is over here. With all these mountains, like, how does this fight even happen? And then we have Norway on the coast over here. What's his spawn look like? I guess he settles in place. Not really good. There's no fishing boats. This is just troll. I mean, Holy Site Harbor, but it's not. I mean, he's got lots of trees, so the trees will help his Holy Site out, I guess. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not terrible, but fishing boat Pantheon is not going to be much. Where's Japan? Did we see Japan? Oh, there's Japan down here on the inland sea, with no connectivity. I don't believe. No. So Japan's going to get their free sim on, basically. Japan is going to get their free sim on. They're going to have a nice little turtle action here. They're going to have turtle in the second city. If they can take all this up, maybe smash Mohenjo-Daro. Oh, they're going to like this. Get a nice city down here. I don't mind that. Yeah, it's going to be tough terrain, but the thing is that the mountains is going to block any sort of push. So you could take all this. You got Dido protecting your seas, so you can settle all this, and then as long as De Vries, back settles and holds this and protects, like Norway will settle around this tip and down into here, but as long as you can protect, he can come over here and grab all this. Tons of like deer and stuff out here. He's going religious idols, I would think, with all this copper. Silver's a mine, right? Yeah, silver is a mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 religious idols. He'll have more silver over here. Religious idols feels like the play. Oh, I said it. As soon as it popped up, I was like, where the heck is Moondoggy? Because this is actually Australia.
Go fight win.
You kind of have to pivot it a bit, and then there's no Tasmania, but it's basically there. Hogue, thank you very much for the 17 months. Go fight win. That's the way you do it right there. You go and you fight and you win. Still turn 1. Canada settled in place. You gotta love the 3-1 base and the 2. Like this right here. This is like cheating. This is like cheating, right? Wouldn't you say? Japan settled in place. They're gonna love the turtles and the 2-3. Wonder out here as well. That'd be an interesting settle for a little bit extra faith. Not that Mongolia is going to really care that much about it. Scout right out the gate. Scout out the gate. They settled in place as well. Anybody not settling in place? I think a couple people moved here, eh? He settled... Oh, sorry. He actually jumped over to settle this. I guess to grab more 2-2s. He was up here, right? I think he wanted to move towards the 2-2s. And then maybe that opens up a better settle this way. Yeah, it opens up the amber settle over here if he wants. Opens up the amber settle. I don't mind that. And he was stepped on a 2-2. Okay. So still turn 1. And he turned 2 gamers. Canada's going to go Earth Goddess. I mean, there's a lot of trees. They could. Oh, sorry. Where's... Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah. Problem is you're going to mine everything, right? Yeah, so once you mine everything, you can't go Earth Goddess. The thing is it would work great in here, right? Especially on your second and third cities, but it would kill you in the capital. You'd have to decide. It wouldn't be impossible. Faith Generation's not huge as Canada, of course, because you get your national parks with production and money. Oh, Galapagos out here. Interesting. You got here just in time. Scroll up. Oh, notice me, senpai. It's the same map at last time was legitimately Australia. Is that New Zealand? Oh, this here? This is actually almost, if it was over here, it would actually be New Zealand. All right, it's turn 3. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Everybody's on scout. Everybody's settled, of course. 2 turns on their scouts because they moved. The only person who didn't is they went builder up here. This is the play with Canada. You go builder, you go mining, you pop these off here. And they don't actually have... Oh, that is a deer. So you could go... You have that for animal husbandry as well if you wanted to do that. Or you just go ahead and get this tile as well. You probably buy the silver? You probably buy this... If you don't grow to the silver, maybe you buy it and mine those 3 so you get the luxury online. Oof, that's tough luck. At least he didn't lose it. Haydn's gonna need... He's gonna need to heal up a little bit before he runs into the neighbors, although the neighbors are a little far away. He is heading in the right direction. By the way, let's check out real quick. Let's check some stuff out. We have 4 culture CSs, 3 science, only 1 faith-based CS, although really I suppose Canada's the only one. Oh, Japan might go get a religion as well. So a couple of religions. There's not going to be a lot of help on the religious city-states there. Anything interesting? Antananarivo is interesting for Canada. Yeah. Oh, this Ayutthaya. Where are they? If you can control them, they are super strong. They give off some seriously nice culture. Oh, dead end. Online speed. Online speed's unusual. It's weird for sure. So the scouts have popped here. He's gone right into a settler. He's going scout here. He is generally speaking by himself, right? Yeah, like he knows Dido's up here, but he's gonna know that there's stuff down here. He knows he's front line for sure. And of course Japan is not gonna be too much bother because they'll be on the seas. But he's gonna find an uncomfortable truth when he runs into the Mapuche. That's going to be an interesting kind of early mid-game. Cores versus Mapuches. What do you call that darn thing? Oh god, the name is escaping me. They're probably liking life. When he sees all these mountains, he's going to love the way this feels. With all these mountains protecting him from whatever's down here. It's Australia. There's going to be a lot of people make that joke today as they fly in here. So he's gone settler. Be interesting to see. This is... Oh, shoot. This is too close. There is actually a really nice stone settle here with lots of hills and good tiles in and around. So this isn't bad. It's 1... So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 turns on that one. It's going to be really long getting down here. But... You could settle this. That's a really nice settle. It's not a 2-2 base, but Yeah, it's not bad. The lack of fish is very disturbing for Norway. They'll pick up more over here, and down in here. And the thing is they'll have this whole thing to themselves, right? Because this is Mongolia's on their team. So Norway will be able to just go to town on all this. He'll settle this. He'll settle all this. Nice volcano settle here. He's got all this to himself. He's going to have a good game. I expect a really big Norway game out of Hale. Did I say Austria? I was just talking too fast. You're actually from Austria. Did I say Austria? Obviously, it's Australia. I misspoke. Settler and 4. Builder out yet? Builder's out. Builder's out. They bought them a scout. That's always the play. Go builder first, buy him a scout. He'll figure out that he's got some space down here. Nice little goodie hut. Settler and 3 there. So that's a nice play. Builder and Settler basically... Oh, they bought these guys a builder to go get the fish online. He'll probably they might even buy him out to the turtle. They got some good tiles, so I don't know if I necessarily like buying all the way to the turtles, but be interesting to see 6 faith a turn. Or no, that was 6 faith total. What? Oh, did he get a There's no great work slots, so that's not opened up. Wait a minute. Oh no, he's just... How is he getting a faith per turn? Oh, he's settled on faith. Sorry, he settled on faith, so he's gonna get first choice Pantheon unless somebody gets a relic or something. He'll get that really quick. So I played a lot of Civ, but never multiplayer. Can you go for culture science victories, or go usually end up in domination? No, absolutely. You can even go Diplo. There's lots of different ways it can happen. You can threaten science, and then they CC to it if they can't stop you. Culture victories happen. Diplomatic victories happen. And then a lot of times games just turn into the other team's just a little bit stronger scientifically, and so that they've got better units, and they just take over the opponents. So the vote's going on. This is the is everybody happy? No. What happened here? Did they didn't know? I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, so science victories is basically... Sometimes you'll see a science victory if there's somebody on free sim, like if you get like a Germany or something like that on free sim, where their science is through the roof and they can't get to them, militarily speaking. Like the other side might have good science, but not the science it takes to win a science victory. But the other team could have somebody who's literally in free sim with 16 cities, tons of production, and the other team might be just like, they're going to space, there's nothing we can do to stop them, and just call it. Yeah, I read that at the very end there. I read that couldn't show. So he, for whatever reason, it was a glitch, but he did vote to resume. So I think what probably happened there is from what they could see, they were nowhere near the north. They could tell that there wasn't really any tundra to the south, and they were worried that Canada was on free sim in the north. I'm guessing that was the issue. And Australia. This is Australia again. Back-to-back Australia maps. All right. So the question is Canada up here in this small patch? No, and they would have liked it up there. So they're down here in this small patch. So Canada just got freaking hosed. Canada just got hosed, but hard. They went from God spawn to pitiful, pitiful spawn. Australia with a tumor. Like, almost guaranteed respawn right out of the gate. Oh my god. Japan's gonna love this. They turn to settle here. They've got tons of faith tiles around. They're gonna get an early Pantheon. Fishing boats for days. If they could ever secure that Pantheon, that would be huge. 2-2 base. Not the greatest tiles. Well, they have a 3-1-1-3, so that's not bad. But second ring. The second ring here is terrible. Anybody else settle yet? What else we got? We have Tomb Raider over here. And he probably jumps on the 2-2, grabs the 2-2 there. He'll be happy about the horses. There he goes. We have Norway over here. He's going to settle a fissure. Beautiful campuses. A little bit better setup for Norway here. Now, I'm just wondering, does he... I guess just take the fresh water, but I was just... Because you can't... Yeah. Problem is it's not the greatest... it's not the greatest holy site. Only one adjacent right there. So it's not the greatest, but you'll take it. It's what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump real quick in here and just see it look this way. So this way it's easier to see. Okay, so Zulu, Coastal Zulu. This is a remap. So let me just double check. So it was definitely Wheelchair Gaming that did the remap, right? Because this is almost a guaranteed remap. There's nothing special about this spawn. No food. Joy's got no food on Phoenicia. Worst spawn all time for Canada. And Gilgabro's all by themselves. Like, everyone just spread out. Like, look at this. I mean, +7 campus will work. Sorry, no, +6. +6 campus will work. But this is just disastrously bad spawn. Yeah, exactly. It was Tombs. Yeah, so it was Wheelchair Gaming respawn. I can almost guarantee you that this is a respawn coming from Joy. Because this is just... I mean, what do you do with this? I mean, you've got almost no tiles to work. He's sitting on... He'll settle that. I mean, they buy him the 2-2, but what do you do? There's nothing. Like, how is this... Where's the better balance start? Where's the tile yields? Look at this. Oh my god. I mean, there's no way this doesn't get remapped. Looking from the other perspective. It was +6 campus, but yeah. And then this is interesting here. You've got a little triangle. These guys won't mind a remap either, to be honest with you, because they don't want their... I mean, Coastal Zulu would get absolutely destroyed by these two. Norway is a little bit pretty much on free sim. Japan by themselves isn't all that appealing, but with this start, he did turn to the start, and they bought him this tile. Get your early Pantheon. He doesn't know he has great fishing boats, but he does. This is basically remap waiting room right here. That's beautiful. What happened to that river right there? Wow. Look at all the bonus yields that just came across here. Look at all the bonus. 3 bonus production, a bonus food, more bonus food all up in here. Like, every tile got at least 1 new yield. Like, oh my god, that would be gorgeous. So yeah, I mean, he's just finding out there's mountains everywhere. Not many volcanoes either. What do we get for city-states? A lot more... So 4 science and 4 religious. No gold at all. No gold at all. culture. Be interesting to see. These guys are connecting via... He's clearing the fog between them. I don't know if anyone's ever going to meet in 8 turns. Will anybody meet in 8 turns? Because these guys are all grouped. The only person that any of these 3 could meet is if they meet these guys, and he's going in the wrong direction. He's going in the wrong direction, and he's cutting off. Scouts will come out. We'll see which direction they go in. He's going right, so that's not going to get it done for him. You know what's funny is they might think that they're at the edge of the map. Because this, like the tumor that Kinsho was talking about, it actually goes right. There's actually land on this side. The land actually peaks out over here. There's almost no water. This is such a long map. So much extra land. Free builder for Tomb Raider. He's going to be happy about that. He'll be able to get his horses up or his iron up, depending on where he's going in the tech tree. What is he teching right now? He is going animal husbandry, so he'll know about his horses very soon. He might have been just taking a peek over the hill here with a little builder exploring, but he's going to find horses. He'll actually know that the horses are on one of these 2 tiles, because it's the only 2 it could be on. Or it could be there, I suppose. Or wait, no. He spawned here and moved up, right? So yeah, he knows it has to be on one of these 2 tiles. Unless it was down there. So, Scout here. He's shift entering into a settler. There. Okay, so is there an official rule that he has to delete that or not pick it up till turn 20? Is that I know that they do that in regular CPL on that. It might even be just a gentleman's agreement, but I don't know. Oh, Chocolate Hills over here. Chocolate Hills is such a beautiful wonder in BBG. Settle that coffee. Is anybody even close to this? No one's even close to this. Oh my god. Look at all this land. There's so much land in this game, dude. There will never be any wars because there's too much land. There won't be wars until Cuirassiers at best. Turn 6. So he found horses. So he's got a little bit of goodness there. Best unimprovable wonder. In BBG, it might be Chocolate Hills. It's pretty good. The volcano wonders are the best. Anything with a volcano is the best, but as far as the tiles themselves, this is amazing. Oh shoot, Dido's right here. You're right. Dido's right there. They'll settle the crap out of that. They'll settle the sheep. The sheep will be their first set. Oh no, they this is cut off. They can't get to this until shipbuilding. Yeah, they went scout. They didn't even start builder because there was nothing to do with it. They didn't start builder because there was nothing to do with it. That's sad face. This is a remap. I will be in absolute shock if this isn't a remap in 30 seconds. He stopped it already with 30 because he's just like, let's just vote because oh yeah, we remap. They're just gonna be like, they're just like, yeah. It was written on the wall from the first turn. Oh my god, Tomb had 2. I saw the 1. I didn't see he had 2. He did have double builder hut. Oh, Tomb Raider. Broken heart. Oh my god. Could you imagine going double builder hut by turn 8 and then having it... Actually, it would have been turn 7 because they moved. Turn 7, he gets a second builder hut. I mean, that is just a massive amount of acceleration. You gotta love it when it grows to the 3-0 cattle instead of the 3-1 sheep or the 2-2 deer. That's ideal. That's truly ideal. Sosty, I'm not playing any Civ. If you do the CPL qualifiers come in and chat, you'll see what we're doing here today. But I am the broadcaster, the spectator, if you will, overseeing a big time grudge match between Joy and Wheelchair Gaming. Now, I say grudge match. Everybody gets along. As far well, not everybody gets along, but these guys are perfectly friendly. But it's a grudge match because they're two good teams fighting out to see who moves on to the best position in the advanced stage of the qualifiers for the Civ World Cup. So, going to be very interesting to see what happens. Surf and Disaster. We're remapping for the second time. Both teams have now used their remap token. Both teams have now used the remap token. We will be playing this map. Oh, God. If Canada's right here. Oh, my God. If Canada's here. They are. They are here. Now, lots of hills, lots of trees. I have to assume... I'm not seeing any resources. There's resources here. What is that? Silver? Copper. Those are copper. Those are 3 coppers. Triple copper. Oh my God. I wonder if he moves off that hill though. He has a fair amount of hills. But I mean, if he isn't threatened, who's this? Norway on an inland sea. So Norway could potentially be a pain in the butt close by to Canada, so they'll have to defend, but this is a bit of a workaround here. Nice little wonder there to settle as well. Is there anybody near Canada to help come them? No, they're all by themselves. They got a Canada, well, I don't want to call it God spawn, but they have a really good spawn with a ton of tundra. But they are isolated, to say the least. Yeah, both teams have used their token. There's no more remaps. Yeah, Canada had a god spawn, and the other team revoted, and then they had a horrible spawn. So then he's jumping. That's an easy choice. You jump to the 2/2. He's going to be happy about the horses. The 3/1 bananas aren't the greatest, but yeah, that's an easy choice. He'll have a couple of 2/2s to work with there. Anybody settled yet? Fair amount of tundra down here. Here's Tomb Raider, and there's Dido. So that's interesting because he's going to be able to harass Dido. Dido's actually on a giant inland sea. He could actually make on either one of these. Look at these tiles here. But he won't be able to get there because it's going to be controlled by Zulu. Zulu is on the same giant inland sea as Phoenicia. So that means Japan must be on the only one on an outside? I don't see Japan here. What's happening here? This is Hyde in Mongolia. Oh my God, this is a weird map too. These guys are isolated. So he'll be able to hit this. This will be a face-off here. This will be a face-off here. That'll be good stuff. That'll be a lot of fun. Oh God, look at this. Japan. Oh, Japan's here. There you go. So Japan has a lot of space to themselves. They'll be able to spawn all through here without too much trouble. Let's take a quick look here. So this will be a battle here, so he won't have to worry about anything there. Norway is on their team, so Japan could have a field day. He has 2/2 base, 2/2 tile. Not a lot of other good yields, except there is a nice fish here, so you're not going to complain about that. My yields icons are gone. What is the button again? Or is that just a bug? What's going on there? Cut by mountains? I noticed some Oh! You're right. This is a technical remap. Ha! I lied. I lied. This is a technical remap. So we'll be remapping again. I was saying this is guaranteed to be the map we play, but this is a technical remap. He can't even settle a second city without shipbuilding. This is 100% a technical remap. Very good eye, Danny. This will be a technical remap. Yeah, he just saw the dead end there, and he's going to come over here. He should be able to see that. He can see that that is there. He may not be able to see 100% for sure. Yeah, he doesn't know for sure. This could be a tree. For all he knows, this could be a tree. But he knows that this is a dead end here. But it's possible that this is a tree, because based on appeal, you can see that it's breathtaking. So it's one mountain and two water. It could be a tree. He has to verify it's not a tree and it's actually a mountain, and then he'll be good to go for a technical remap. Oh, you're right. Gilgabro and Shaq are on the same team. Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Yeah, you're right. So the two war civs... Yeah, I'm glad this is a technical remap, and I'm glad. You're right. I got that completely backwards. Because the two war civs are isolated on one side. The two other war civs are isolated on the other side. And this is just crazy. Yeah, he went builder. I don't know why I'm not seeing the yields. What is the... What's the button for icons? See the... I must have hit it by accident? I'm not seeing the... Once he steps on this hill, they'll pause it and say they have a technical remap, I'd imagine. No, there's a hotkey for it. I thought it was Q. Yeah, there it is there. Maybe you just go with it. Is it Y? Oh, no, that's the yields. It's the actual icons that I want. Yeah, I was getting the teams backwards there. There was the two teams on the same team on both sides. His spawns are getting worse, yeah. Control R. Oh wait, what the hell did I do? No, it's not. It's one key. It happened to me last night. I accidentally hit it. I thought it was Q. Maybe it's Z?
To man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest.
I'll check it in a second, Surfing, yeah. I don't know.
Of civilization on towards the stars.
This is the 4th map we've looked at now. Really exciting stuff. Oh, great. And I had a feeling I was about to crash. Yeah. In before second technical remap. You are literally in time to watch the map now, or watch the game. I'm looking back on the time. Technical remap, you have to be able to, your spawn has to be such that you are capable of settling 3 additional cities within 5 tiles of your original spawn point of your settler. Without having to like, so like being blocked off by mountains or ocean or whatever. It can happen sometimes where somebody spawns on a long peninsula, like out on the end, and then like there's all the spawns that are available are like along a big long land mass or whatever. So yeah, he would have needed shipbuilding to get another city out there. He literally couldn't have sold. He literally couldn't even have settled a second city, let alone 3 additional. So. Okay. So we're still turn 1, thankfully. They didn't roll it over for me. Hopefully this is going to load in. This is the 3rd remap. Maybe re-lobby? Predictions? Oh, it's tough, Moondoggy. 2 good teams. Based on the draft, they're gonna re-lobby, I think. Yeah, that's what I figured. This after 3 remaps using the mod, I was like, what are the odds that this continues through and works properly? So we'll just get a fresh lobby. Inland sea pitch, I get you. Yeah, there was a giant inland sea that would have been a lot of fun to watch in some ways, but then the 2 military civs for each team were separated from a massive amount. It would have been pretty crazy. Well, I mean, I have a feeling like movie night could be delayed because we have literally, this has been over an hour. Literally over an hour since we started. And these are 2 good teams. As long as the map is kind of equaled out and stuff, there should be a lot of good action. JK, how you doing, buddy? I know, that's bad news for you. I mean, if it started on time and we didn't have all these problems, I had 5 hours, and I didn't want to pass up the opportunity. I'm so excited about this game. This is my movie right now. Get the popcorn out. Let's go. Come on, DeVries. Ready up, bud. Tomb. Jesus, it's been an hour and the game's not started. Let's get going. I mean, if we get going here, 4 hours is... you can get a lot done in 4 hours. Unless it's like a drag 'em out battle. 4 hours is pretty good. By definition, no, Coupe can't have a technical remap. Because if you take Coupe, you are by default accepting the consequences. You choose, like, technically, there's no, and most of the time, there's no land within his original spawn of his settler, right? I don't know if it's written. That'd be interesting. I should ask if Shockman or somebody is in here. I'm not sure if it's written in the rule that Coupe is exempt, but he'd have to be because he spawns in the middle of the ocean all the time. So, of course, the original location of his settler is not going to have any place to settle around it. Too many desyncs and stuff, Griffin. I had a crash, and 2 other people couldn't see their friend. 2 people couldn't end their turn, and another person couldn't. What do you call it? See the other people's moves, or their moves weren't registering on their screen. I'm curious if the other game's still going on. Looks like it is. All right, here we go. This is a really bizarre map. I probably assume if Coupe has a technical, it's something like unable to find a settle by turn X or something, but they may just exempt. Yeah. Yeah, this is the map that they just on. They're just wow. That is okay, so I gotta figure out what the hell the key is. Does anybody not know what the key is? Somebody told me last night what the key is. I'll check here. Oh, resource. There you go. Resource icon. What's the hotkey for that? I know there's a hotkey. I don't know what it is, though. Q or Y? Yeah, it's Q. Q wasn't working before, though. Might have been a glitch. I was trying Q and it didn't work. Chocolate Hills, Mapuche, and Japan are friends. So that'll give Japan plenty of protection to settle this coastline all the way up through here. Maybe they kill Geneva. Geneva's a beautiful city. I would say they take Geneva 100%. Will be in Japan's hands before long. Mongolia. So Tomb Raider is going to be like, come on, man, give me somebody to fight. Mapuche is going to be on free sim. Mapuche can actually free sim pretty good, but he has a lot of space. Gilgabro's up here, so my guess is Mongolia pushes Gilgabro, and he's going to have a hard time with no protection. This is pretty easy to push right here. I'm not sure what he'll do. Canada's up here with a reasonably good spawn. They're going to love this eventually. A couple coppers, couple hills, pretty flat. Definitely not God spawn material. We'll have to see what happens there. We've got really solid. They're gonna want to not get horseback riding before, so they can plant their holy site down on the horses. That's reasonable. +3 on the holy site there. +5. And then a +6. So that'd be a +6 holy site when you get the harbor down. Really interesting here. Ooh. So Dido has a lot of space down this coast, but they're going to have to compete with Norway here. So it's going to be a Dido v Norway action. going to be really interesting to see what happens there. And, oh, that is good news for Dido, bad news for Zulu. Zulu doesn't have anybody to fight, but at least it's them there and not somebody else. So Zulu is on free sim. They're lucky Canada didn't. Oh no, Canada would have been down here as well, yeah, because they're on their team. This is right out of the gate. First impressions. This feels like a better map for wheelchair gaming, because he's going to be free simming. He's never going to be able to fight anybody. This is going to be choked off by Dido. He's never going to be able to fight anybody. It's a 100% free sim game for Zulu, and with no simming bonus. These two will try to double team him and push north to Canada, and there's no real way for Canada to defend themselves. Norway could even potentially berserker push them. It doesn't look good for Canada in this position. There's not a lot of mountains to protect them. If Gilgamesh doesn't hold up, which is going to be hard considering he's going to be double pushed, plus Japan is going to block him from ever trying to settle this way. Like, I mean, maybe he settles up into here and tries to block off, I guess. Free Sim Zulu, yeah. Don't Alt F4. I'll try not to. So, it's turn 4. Check our thingamajobs. 5 military city-states. 4 science military city-states. Did I say science military? 4 science, 5 military, 1 industrial, 1 culture, and then candy in the landy. So that's going to be interesting to see who does what. Who's got city-states to take over? I'm thinking that Mongolia goes and grabs Kandy, if I had to guess. I don't think there's any question that Japan kills Geneva at some point very soon with a couple galleys. Mapuche will probably kill Lahore. Census these 100 tiles. Gil backstabbed you. Gonna be interesting. So what do we see here? Scout for Norway. They are by themselves, so they're trying to figure out what's going around. They're by themselves, so they're trying to figure out what's around them. They're going to see that it's actually a choke here. They're actually not in bad shape at all. Canada's not going to push him. He's too far away. There's actually a ton of land that he could actually settle inland if he wanted to. He may end up having to, because he's only going to have maybe he settles a couple cities that way and a city this way. Mexico City's garbage, but he could take it. He's going to be mostly just trying to make sure Dido doesn't get to free sim all around this coast, I guess. He'll be able to get into the ocean faster and protect and block stuff off. We'll have to see what happens there. First techs, a couple guys going mining. Obviously, Canada, who went builder first, is able to run the copper. The 3-1 base, the 2-2. No sexy deer tiles for them this time. Religious idols isn't much. Not much for appeal by the time you throw the mines up. What's the continent split look like? Wow, this is a tiny little continent he's on. Nice continent splits for wheelchair gaming. Oops, sorry. Actually, nice little continent split here as well. He'll be able to settle this, and they'll have different luxes there. He's got different luxes. So yeah, they'll have like 4 different continents to really, or 3 different continents to work as well for luxes. How you doing, Hemlock? Oh, Edmund's. Oh God, everyone's going to be happy to know that Edmund's getting around to the post game analysis of our Among Us. Mapuche on free sim. He's going to have Chocolate Hills out there. Some pretty nice settles, it looks like. Volcano settle if it ever goes off. Really interesting to see. I want to check out their vision for a second. He's scouted out here. Settlers in 3. He get a builder from a hut again? They must have. He must have got... There's no reason to have bought him a builder. He's got some nice 2-3s going on there. He went animal husbandry to hit those up. There's going to be a meet here. Yeah, these guys maybe have met or maybe not. I don't think they... Yeah, now they'll have met for sure. He sees the borders. He sees the borders, and these guys are licking their chops. He's like, Tomb Raider, Gilgamesh, hot off the Barbie. Let's go. Better get ready, DeVries. He's not happy. DeVries is not happy that Mongolia is showing up on his doorstep at turn 9. I can assure you of that. Settler in 3, Settler in 1, free builder from a hut. Tomb Raider having all kinds of luck today. Also, Japan. So he knows he's surrounded. He's already met 2 people. He's already knowing that this settler's going in this direction. He's going to need a really good start. He's got a 3-2 banana and a 2-3 elephant. No 2-2 base, but those are a couple of fantastic tiles. Does he have horses yet? He went mining first. No, did he go horsing first? Probably. Horses into mines. So he's going to know he's got those horses. He's got some really good tiles to work early. He'll be able to get his horses up. He'll have iron quickly. Settlers should be popping soon. There's one there. Canada's got one there after going builder first. Dido Settler in 2. Scout into Settler. That's a smart play by them to try and learn what's going on. They don't know if anybody's over here. They are not aware of the fact that there's a giant inland sea yet, of course. So in their minds, based on what they see, which is this, like he'll have seen this by now, but they don't know. I guess they've seen this as well. They're probably thinking that this is a giant inland sea. But yeah. They need to figure out what's going on. They don't know if anybody's out here. They don't know if anybody's down here. Canada's closing the gap here. He'll figure out what's going on for him. They need to figure this out because he needs to send the settler this way. He needs to get the scout and come this way. He knows he can't send the settler this way based on what he's seeing. JJ Scout's in trouble. He's going to need to get the heck out of there. Fountain gets food in this. Does Pangaea map look like this map on the mod? No, this is just unusual. This is unusual to see a giant inland sea like this. I've never really seen a giant inland sea like this before on a Pangaea. Not this big. This is crazy. This is a really weird generation of a map. Like, look at this. This is just straight down this line, right on the edge. Right here, like this. It's just like this box. It's like the whole thing got sandwiched into a corner. Yeah, it's very unusual, but this really shouldn't have anything to do with the map. The map generation would be straight out of... The map generation itself would be from the game. The mod is what changes the tile yields and switches things around and adds resources to tiles and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not going to matter though, Danny. Like Zulu will never fight in this game. I mean, where does he go to fight? All the way over here? Like, he's literally half the map away from anybody to fight. He just needs to sim up. Him and Mapuche can just basically play sim. Settler going north. Yeah, exactly, Danny. He doesn't have anybody to use it with. But yeah, Matterhorn here is very interesting. But again, he doesn't really have anybody to fight either. Other than he could send some units this way, but there's no way that Mongolia is going to need help to push this. I would imagine that Mapuche, Tomb Raider, will absolutely want to get involved in this fight. He'll send his settler out here. Maybe settles this hill. It's an extra turn. It's an extra 2 turns more than you'd like. He might just settle the wheat to get it going quick because that's a nice fertile. A fertile. Yeah, he's going to settle the wheat. This you don't want to wait. You don't want to spend 2 extra turns getting your first settle in. Getting that first settle down is huge. They bought him a scout straight up, and they're going to continue to move. They want to go harass him is basically what they want to do. He wants to send this scout north, and they want to harass all of this. They want to just get right up in this face. Looks like he might go settle that 2-2. That's not too bad, actually. Japan's got a second. They're going settler. He's going to settle next turn right there, I would imagine. Yeah. And then he'll settle the cattle. Yeah, he'll settle in place, and then he'll settle the cattle. Second city is down. The long ships are coming out. The holy site is up. Must have just finished. Yeah, I think that just finished. It's not under construction, is it? Yeah, no, it's done. 3 faith. 3 faith to turn. Speaking of which, did anybody get a Pantheon yet? I don't think any... score, sorry. Oh, crap. I didn't want to do that. God of the Sea. Yep. God of the Sea. It's not going to be huge for them, but you're denying it, right? You're making sure that nobody else gets it. You don't make sure that Phoenicia doesn't get it. That'll be a good tile there, obviously. A 3-2 with gold. This will work well. This will work well eventually in this city. The crab. And then down those... You don't know right now because you haven't seen all this, but he's got lots of pearls and stuff. He'll be able to get going on this coast. And down into here. Japan will be able to get a lot of good free sim on. And I would imagine that they'll just tell Mapuche... I would imagine he's going to build... He might throw another city down in here. Anything forward. They're going to want to get cities forward. Maybe Mongolia settles a couple cities here. And then Tomb Raider will send a trader to those cities. So he'll have a nice road to get his units up. And they'll just rush him with units. Yes, the closest conflict... Well, there's 2 closest conflicts. This is the closest conflict here, for sure. And then the other close conflict will be on the seas here is competition here. He's actually going to deny... This is perfect timing for Norway. Hale's going to deny the settle that he wants right here. He's going to have to settle in place and take the suboptimal settle here. In order... Because otherwise he's just... Oh, he's not. Wow. He actually moved off of it. I am really surprised by that. I'm not sure why he didn't deny that settle. He's going to move beyond. He's going to kind of get trapped down in here. Another settler coming there. Another settler coming here. Everybody's trying to get their settlers out. This is the play by Norway, though. Holy site into double long ships, especially since he knows that this is down here. Double long ships is going to be a pain in the butt. They're going settler. They're going a third settler. They're going to need to get some ships up quick. Or they're going to be wishing they had. You go to the stone. There's that beautiful Goddess of the Sea tile going. He'll probably swing him around and get this one going here. I would imagine on the amber will be his next play. They'll buy him that tile. He needs the food as well. Yeah, here he goes. What do we got on techs? Bronze working for... Interesting. Bronze working for Canada. Running Holy Site prayers. Yeah, he wants to make sure he gets the religion that he wants. We'll see what that is. Norway's come all the way over here. This is just smell and blood. This is what this is. It's like, oh, we found him. He's isolated. Bring your scout over. We'll just harass him with everything we got. And then you can even see Canada's like, I'll come down and help you. He's just bringing his stuff down as well. Like, just help this out. They'll be feeding him money as well. If he needs a tile, he gets the tile. They need to buy him slingers, warriors, whatever. They'll feed him all their money. There's absolutely no reason for Zulu to be doing anything other than free simming. Get commercial hubs down. Support with gold. Get your iron up. Get a builder out. Get that iron up. Get your horses up. Make sure he needs everything. He has everything he needs. Settlers out here. I can only imagine he's going to settle the cattle. Although, is there a good settle this way? Not great. He could settle this way in order to forward pressure. That's a possibility. Maybe they just go right for the jugular. But otherwise, maybe if not, you have to have a backup plan. And really, if this is double war into this, and this is an ongoing competition all game, if somehow he survives and protects this side here, and Canada's able to free sim, you've got to have something to compete against it. Non-fresh here. You can't go on the coast because you'll get destroyed by Japan, right? He has no choice. There's no fresh water around. You just got to settle min distance all over the place and build farms. Yeah, he's gonna go to the. He's gonna go settle the wonder. Yeah, he's gonna have a beautiful free sim game. You don't want to screw that up. Create a victory condition for your team while the rest of these guys fight it out. How far north is he going? He's going. Yeah, going significantly north. Oh, look at. Of course he is. Speaking of joy, this is actually insult right here, because Joy's symbol is a 4-2 spice tile, and Wheelchair Gaming Mongolia just settled 2 joy tiles with their second city. Oh my god, he's even got a couple 3-2 bananas. I mean, come on. And then it's like chops for days down here with hills. There's a volcano up here. I mean, this city's going to absolutely flourish and just spit units at him. He's got another settler out. This is smart. Even though you know you're in a little bit of trouble, this warrior that Canada's bringing down is going to help him get this settle out. You need to keep settling. You need to keep settling cities and keep things going. Get your monument going. You don't have to panic on turn 18. But you've got to make sure you get some cities out. If he gets a city here and then like gets a couple more settlers going here, like try to get something going in the meantime, you know. You can see monument going here. Archer to avoid the harassment. He's got another settler coming there. Mapuche backset a little bit here. Tomb Raider came and found this 1-4 deer. There's a nice little decent deer tile there. He's going to get some more horses out of this as well. Volcano settle as in addition to that. This is actually his next settle here, I would think. This settler probably coming here. And then this is to pick up volcano tiles. There's going to be a +5 campus right on there. Oh god, there's a +5 campus here as well. Jeez Louise. Bounty of riches there, Mr. Tomb Raider. Bounty of riches. Yeah, the long ships. I should check those out, by the way. Yeah, here come the long ships. He spammed 3 of them. He did get the biremes. So he got the 3rd settler out. Where did the 3rd settler go? Oh, he switched it off. Okay, he switched off. He realized he needed to go compete those long ships. When you're this close to Norway, and the Norway meta is settler into holy site into long ships. Little bit of confrontation here on that scout. You know you can't go, if you're this close, you can't go settler and get that thing. You've got to switch off, get your biremes out, and protect your land. There's a bireme. He's got another one coming right after it. He's probably got 2 or 3 turns left on that one settler. Let's see. The free sim is going on here with with Zulu. He's going to come and probably settle that, I would think. Probably doesn't want to settle the sheep. Even though he could, it's been distance. Maybe take one more turn and settle this. I don't know. Maybe you do settle this. There's a lot of good tiles in here. Maybe just go ahead and settle the sheet. So he's got a warrior. What is he building here? I imagine this is an encampment. Yeah. So he's protecting his encampment with the warrior. The Mongolian warrior is in pursuit, but this scout couldn't. He was I think he went here to protect from settling here, but he's just going to jump up and settle the the copper. It's actually got a couple of nice tiles in here. This is going to be a really good city for him. He'll actually be able to get this city up and running and spit some settlers out of this city while he front lines with this. Going for his general, super early. Make sure he doesn't get denied. I don't see anybody else going general early. Looks like he's the only one who's working on one at the moment. There's no point for Zulu to be going one. Unless they're going to try and deny, but like I said, Yeah, he'll get the first guy. By the way, what's up for great people? First up, great scientist is not what's the name? Hypatia. So it's going to be Zhang Yang. This is the new. Is this a new one? Yeah, this is a new one, right? Celestial navigation, mathematics, and engineering. Yeah, that's the new one. And then Imatop's the first one up here. So somebody's going to want to go and grab this. This thing needs to be nerfed, is what it needs to be. You one tap ancient and classic wonders with this thing. You get 2 charges. This is basically 2 free wonders right here. Imhotep is insane. So somebody's going to want to get into industrial zones and go steal him. He's grabbing a warrior. He's a little bit... Oh, yeah. That's why. He switched over to a warrior because he's going to get double teamed here. He's on a hill, so he won't fare too badly. And then once his warrior pops, he'll be fine. Yeah, he's good now. He'll be able to kill this guy, actually. Hit here, and then hit here. And then he'll never... Well, yeah, then he'll never be able to get away. This scout's going to run for it. Oh, no, he jumped up and settled this. Okay. Oh, actually, that makes sense, actually. That's actually a really good settle on the river there. That was actually the smart settle. I was off on that one. He's taking this settler north. This is a beautiful settle here with all these diamonds and hills. I like this settle as well. Like I said, Lahore probably dies here. Oops. What's going on? It won't let me do it that way. Okay. Yeah. So he kills... I think he kills Lahore. Maybe he gets a couple horses up. He's got his horses up here. I wouldn't be surprised if he spams a couple horses and takes Lahore down. He'll get another horse and another iron out of the deal. Eventually oil. Really close. Really important to keep an eye on what's going on here. Trade route's going to be key. Protect this land and then get a road here so that he can build units in this area here and then get it to the front line quickly. It's going to be important. Anybody got 3 cities other than these guys here? Japan's got his 3rd city down. He did not settle the cattle. He wanted to go freshwater. Okay. He wanted to go freshwater. I don't blame him, I suppose. I don't mind that settle. The 3 food base is nice, but without the freshwater, not as valuable, I suppose. Inland sea settled down here. So he could settle 1, 2, 3. Maybe settle here. Yeah, you settle here, and then you could settle somewhere here and do some amazing districting as well if you're going to get your free sim on. He doesn't have to stick exclusively on the coast as Japan, knowing that he's free sim. They're going to know that Daito's over here, so he's got all that room to himself. A weird place for an encampment? Just because it's easier to protect, I think. Yeah. I guess he could have put it here. Thing is that you don't want to put it out on its own. Like with the mountains, it's already a tough pass anyway. It's already a tough approach because it's hard to get through here with these chokes by the mountains. But if you put it out here, it's easy to surround and kill. Like this doesn't really help you that much because if you put it here, it can get attacked from all 3 of these tiles right here. All 3 of these tiles can attack it right there. You surround it, you take it down super easy. You're not very defensible at all. You could have stuck it on the hill, but again, it's super hittable, right? It just gets destroyed. Catapults come in and melt it. Yeah. There wasn't really a fantastic spot to put it, so. Yeah, I was going to say, time to take a look at Canada's religion. They gone Buddhism, feed the world. Whew. It's going to be a lot of food for Canada. And Tithe, they're going to be a gold supplier. That's a very smart idea. This volcano's gone off. Interesting settle. They're min distancing here. Interesting settle, though. I would have settled here because they can't get another city in here anyway. I mean, they can come and kill Mexico City. But there's no more settles in there. So why? I don't understand. You settle that, I would think. I mean, you lose a chop, but At least you get coastal water. Kill Mexico City. Settle this. Settle this. Settle here. You pretty much got to fill this up. He's going to try and... I would hope that he tries to get 5 cities. My hope is that he gets 2 more settlers, settles in here, and keeps some level of economy going. If he tries to just turtle up with 3 cities, it's just not going to work. Let's see what Tomb Raider's doing here. He's got archers on the way. Harassment units essentially going on here. Simming back here in the back. Monument. Oh, did he turn the monument off? Saw a 2-turn monument there, didn't I? Builder, get the diamonds up, get the horses up. He's pumping horses hard. He went strategic, so there you go. God's a craftsman. Horses, he's going to love that. Iron here. He takes this city, it's going to have 2 more. He's going to settle that city right now. No strategics there, but that's a great craftsman, really. It's a really great craftsman. Well, they... Oh, no, there is a passage there. I was just going to say, because Norway can protect them on this side here, right? Norway can protect them on this side. He went off the coast here because of Japan, but I didn't realize that this was a passage. This is actually very interesting. That's a very unusual looking map. This is a weird, weird map. Harassment going on here. I haven't looked in here in a while. Bit of a standoff here, covering this edge. These guys came back to heal. It's basically a standoff. But they need to get a lot of biremes up because Norway's going to get into the ocean a lot faster than everybody else. He has 1 turn on celestial navigation, and he'll be in the oceans, and he'll be able to come out here and surround and get positioning. The settlers out here, finally the 3rd settler. He's got their settler out here as well. The action's about to get hot and heavy, folks. Horse going out, horse going out, horse going out. He turned off the monument now that he has horses online and the horse tech. He probably just finished a horse tech, I'd imagine. So he's getting on top of that. Free simming over here. Yeah. I was just going to say, we'll come over. He better have 2 settlers going. Turn 25, it's time to put in the colonization card and get a couple more settlers going in your free sim game. 13 turn builder is an interesting choice. What is he working there? Not a good... He's only got a 2-1. Working the science tile. They don't want to spend... Oh, he doesn't even have a 2-2 tile. That's a weird settle. That is a weird settle right there. Not a single 2-2 tile. I mean, it's min distance, but what are you leaving for? I guess you could settle the rice? Or, sorry, the sugar? You could have gone up here and settled the volcano. That's a weird 2nd city. I'd have come up here and settled this volcano. Or 3rd city, I should say. You settle this fissure. Yeah, what are you going to do? It's just a really slow city. I mean, there's not even a 2-2 tile to buy. Like, this is just going to be so slow. It's going to be frustrating. I love... Okay, first of all, I can't wait to tell Tomb Raider how excited I am for him. He's the first one to 4 cities. I love it. I love it. I don't know. I never asked him about the first game they played against these guys, where he played Gran Colombia, and he sat on 3 cities and erralled himself into... and eventually took over Gilgamesh. But he just... the whole game, I was like, dude, build more cities. Get more cities out. I'd love to see him... he obviously, you want to harass early. Put a ton of pressure on. 2 horses are coming out. Builder... maybe chops out more horses. Love to see him get to 5 cities, though. Mongolia's sitting on 3, though. They're all in. They're like, okay, we're gonna go. I can only imagine the tiles are being bought here. He's got a spear. The warriors are just sitting there waiting. This scout just dodged a bullet there. Yeah, you could just go wide, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. I called that wrong earlier. Norway's also against Canada. You're right. I was thinking it was the other way around. Dido was on Canada. I knew that, and I just missed. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so they're kind of stranded off the water, but they have lots of room to settle down this way. These are like they're gonna have to hope like this is they'll have to get good science because this is battleshipable big time. And they can even hit these with frigates, so not the safest of cities, but it's the best you got. You got to do what you can. This game feels like is really leaning in the wheelchair gaming side. He's going to guard this pass. I would imagine he's going to step to here to guard it, though, I think. Getting archers online. Love to see him get a couple more cities out eventually, too. But he's got to be careful because the horses are incoming. They have a lot of horses up as well. One. He only has one, but I think Tomb's got at least 3 up. Yeah, Tomb's got 3 up. Oh, wow. Canada did snipe that settler. GG, baby. Wow. He thought this was safe and he jumped a settler out and this guy snagged it. He's going to get out with it too. What's going on, Peppermint Butler? Good to see you, buddy. He's going to get away with it too. He'll come over here and settle this wonder. He'll probably go here and settle the wine. I'd be surprised if he didn't come and settle this wine. It's funny. I saw this earlier. I didn't say anything, but I saw this scout. It was sitting like somewhere in here. And I saw this scout and the settler coming. I'm like, he'll just escort that. And for some reason, at some point he just put it out there on its own and he just went boom, boom. He would have had the mount or the hill promotion, so I think he just hopped across a couple tiles and went and took it. That's crazy. Settlers are almost online. He'll be having 5 cities. He'll be the first of 5 cities, I'd imagine. Japan is getting his harbors online. He does have a 4th settle coming, and he's going to go, I would imagine, probably here. You hate to, well, I mean, you could go really aggressive and go here. No, because that's got a reef there. I was going to say, you don't want to go here because the harbor kills your only resource. You probably settle on the scout and eat up the grasslands hill and the tree just for the harbor. I don't know. Maybe not. They'll get those harbors online, provide gold for their team. The war should be incoming. I gotta make sure I'm looking at this frequently. He's upgraded his swords already. Turn 28. He's got his sword online. He's going to be getting fed all the gold and iron. Be curious to know how much iron he's got online. What is his tech at right now? Where is he going on tech? Google Bro. He's on masonry right now. Has he even bothered with horse tech? I'm curious to see what he's done here. No. He's on masonry. He doesn't have horse tech yet. He's just going to go all in on just sitting there with swords. He's got the warriors in place. He's got a spearman covering the flank here. Oh, he does have horse. Wait a minute. Did I click on the wrong guy? Oh, he has animal husbandry, but not horses. Yeah, sorry. That's right. That makes sense. Totally makes sense. He gets the horses up anyway, which is a better tile for them. He doesn't have... Oh, he does have iron here, so they're going to buy him this tile. He needs to get a builder. He may... Oh no, that builder used his last charge. They need to buy him... oh no, this builder's here. Iron? There's no iron here, is there? No, that builder needs to go get iron online. That's the only thing that matters right now, is upgrading into swords. Maybe he's got teammates. Does he have a lot of teammates with iron online? Dido has iron 2 put online. He's got a builder here. That's extremely vital to get that online. There's more here as well. Look at this biream. This is a line of bireams. And they know that these guys are going to be able to go into the water too. Shipbuilding is coming. Settlers are grooving. Any iron here? Yeah, he's got iron online. There's 2 iron here. Builder coming. Actually, there's builder there. So he's going to get all this iron online. They're going to be able to feed him a ton of it. 1, 2, 3. He gets this up as 4 and 5. They'll feed him the money. They'll just be like, upgrade the warriors you got and just spam warriors. He's getting his general online. Did he just finish that project? No, that project finishes and he has a general. He's done a good job of putting up a line here. He's got archers up. I guarantee you they're feeding them everything. More archers coming. He's going to have 5 archers. I would get warriors here. Warriors, make sure you got no iron in the pockets. Upgrade this one if you have iron. Give your iron away if you have to. Spit out warriors. You've got to be on Agogi. Yeah, Agogi in production. Getting his government plaza up. Warlord's throne, maybe. Get Warlord's throne up quickly, maybe, is what he wants to do there. I like that he's not panicking too much. I'd love to see some more cities, but it's a interesting gamble to try and get another city down. But shelling up on 3 cities when the other guys have got 7 or 8 against you is tough. It's just hard to keep up on the production of units. Can you ask at the end what is the story behind the name for Wheelchair Gaming? Yeah, I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. Yeah, he has iron here, but it's just the one, right? Oh, he has iron up there as well. They'd have to buy out to that. But I definitely get this one online. And then he's got lots of... His friends are giving him lots as well. He doesn't have time to get a builder up is the thing. This builder... I would have this builder come up and improve this one. And then that's... Don't worry about getting builders up right now. You don't want to spend money buying builders. Did he just take... Yeah, he took Geneva. It was 31 turns. I would have put the over-under on about 30 turns until that dies. Just get your galleys up. That's a beautiful city, really. They already had the campus built, too. The +5 campus was already built for them. That is just... How do you beat that? When Geneva builds you a +5 campus. Well, it was a +4 for Geneva, but it's a +5 for Japan. Yeah, it's Pangaea map with a giant inland sea for some reason. Oh, this guy got exploded on. He almost died. Sword. More archers. He is just going to pelt him with archers. What's his terrain like here? It's all flat here, so he's not going to really be able to shoot much. The general not pop yet? No, he hasn't got the general yet. Oh, this next turn he has the general. Upgrade this to a sword. I'll be shocked if this isn't a sword. You're not going to turn that into a sword? Give him the iron and the money and turn this into a sword. Please. What is happening? Harassment units coming. His horses are going to take Lahore as predicted. Now he's going Settler. He's going Temple of Artemis. Ooh. Tomb Raider getting his sim on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Tomb Raider. Got another Settler coming online here. Another one here. So they're going to sim up a bit. They're not going to let themselves Aral with 3 cities. Yeah, losing that settler. What did he do with that? He actually kept moving. He actually kept moving. I thought he might settle this. Problem is, if you settle this, then you need to defend it. You probably have to get a couple archers, but you know that Norway, they got a couple settlers online. You know that Norway is like worried about making sure Dido feels harassed, so they're not going to be producing a lot of land units to worry about this. I might have settled this wonder, got your culture boost going. Started producing a little bit extra gold by settling that wine. If you got to build a couple... I mean, it's a free settler. If you got to build a couple archers out of it, the first thing, who cares? Vancouver settle is really nice. You have to declare war on Mexico City where there's suzerain to pass through there. Looks like they're backing off. They did turn that into a swordsman the following turn. Glad to hear it. It's a dangerous place to be by that volcano, but you kind of gotta stand there, right? Somebody's got to volunteer to stand there. Protecting this edge with the spear. Got the archer covering this. Wouldn't mind seeing a settler pop out of here. He's feeling pretty good right now. The horses came and they left. I would like to see a settler go here. I'm not sure if he's in between techs. He's about to get political philosophy. I would not mind seeing him pop a couple settlers. Get settled in here. Get some more resources online. Get yourself in a position where you're going to be able to pump lots of units. Because these guys are doing it, right? The Ordu's going online here. By the way, it's classic year, and I forgot to check on everybody golden. Everybody's golden. Let's see what everybody's got. By the way, pen brush was obvious. Hayden's weird. See that, Kensho? Everything under Hayden is in red. Everything Hayden is in red. That's earlier when they did the remap vote. His name, everything, it popped up red. That's really funny. Anyway, his pen brush was obvious for him. Going early science for Japan on those harbors. That's why they got the harbors down. And pen brush, obviously, for Norway. So their science is looking pretty good early, whereas the culture has been a nice boost here. On this side, science for Dido, and I would imagine pen brush for everybody else. Oh no, monumentality. What's his faith? He's got 51 faith. What's his yields? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. 17 a turn. Okay. Oh, he did settle the wonder, but he jumped over here. See, I don't know if I like that play. This is actually easy to put under zone of control now. 2 units puts this under zone of control. I mean, it's going to be a while before anything like that happens, but I kind of like this saddle, to be honest with you. This is tough to hit. Really. They got to walk through this marsh, over these mountains and hills, cross a river. That's pretty... I mean, it's hittable from here, but you can also park units here. I don't know. Oh my god, did he just send this settler out blind? After using a unit, he's sending it out blind again. Oh my god. How's the free sim coming down here? They settled this. This is interesting. What was that? They're getting the commercial hub up? Yeah. Pantheons. Let's check our Pantheons. City Patron got us, so first district's going to go fast. When you got nothing else, it's not bad. He knows that he needs to supply gold. See, I love this teamwork right here. He knows they're going to need a ton of gold at the front. Get your iron up. He needs to get this iron up. This builder's going to go do that. They've got it up here. And you just throw down your commercial up. City Patron got us. They'll go up fast. The gold will pump. And he'll start making money. Because you can already see Hayden's at minus... Or DeVries is at -9 gold right now. He's at -9. He needs gold. Whoa. DeVries disconnected. You know that he needs gold. He's at -8 right now. So my guess is that Zulu gonna get those markets up, and he might even provide like 10 or 15 gold a turn. Just a deal for gold per turn to keep DeVries up and running.